Hiya, it's been a while. I was planning my triumphant return to YouTube with a video about my job and how much I love it. But before that, I thought I would give you this because I'm having a very bad day, pain-wise, emotion-wise, everything, but I have to work. So consider this my updated doing your makeup in bed without a mirror routine. So hopefully that'll be kind of fun. Ironically, the last video that I had filmed was how having my routine thrown off to a big extent will make it hard for me to do anything for weeks, and then I couldn't edit it because I was so off and recovering from that. So that's probably the best example. I have been streaming on Twitch. That's been really fun, so I recommend if you want to see me just genuinely having a lot of fun and being silly. My Twitch is now disabled in Fab, so is this channel. I streamlined everything to have the same name because my business email for this was also disabled in Fab, and so was my Twitter, so it just kind of made sense. If you didn't see my last video, oh god, it was a while ago. I was still in college, but I'll put a card. So wearing makeup for me is very fun and it makes me feel happy. But when I was in college, I didn't have anywhere to like sit and do my makeup. I would have to stand in the bathroom, which was really difficult. So I figured out how to do it in bed with my phone as like a mirror, which is what we're doing now. Where I live now, I actually do have a vanity and a seat, but it doesn't have a back, and honestly, that's still way too much energy. But since I'm teaching and I have a medical appointment today, which thankfully is virtual, I want to look presentable. So this is sort of my minimum amount of products to try and make you look like you put in an effort without doing much. So hopefully that makes sense. So the first thing we're gonna use is primer, because you should always prime your skin. Keep it safe. This is NYX's Marshmallow Primer, which is like their highest rated primer. I like it a lot. It smells sweet, and it's a really good consistency. I also tried their Super Mattifying Primer, which was like putting glue on my face. It was horrible. It wasn't even like a cream, it was a paste. Oh, it was awful. And then I also have their, I think it's called Aqua Hydrating Primer, which is good, but it's very wet and slippery. So I imagine it would be good if you have really dry skin, but it's not something I felt that I needed, so I don't use that as much. But yeah, really like this one. So I've been trying to go for like a lighter skin look in general, but especially today I'm not gonna do like a full foundation, powder, whatever. So I'm gonna use the Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil, also by NYX, which was something I was recommended as a good American alternative to a BB cream, because the American version of BB creams are usually just like moisturizers. They don't have as much coverage as Asian BB creams, and I couldn't find Asian BB creams anywhere where I live, so just went with this. So I'm just putting this all over my face. Usually I would use a brush, but we're not doing that today because this is minimal, so just rub it all over your face. In little circles, make sure your hands are clean, obviously. And yeah, I just sort of put it all over. Again, I don't think I mentioned this, but actually I can't see right now because my glasses are off, so I do this mainly by feel. I mean, I can see my face, but that's about it. I can't see how well it's blended in or anything like that, so if I miss a spot, do be polite. Yeah, so then once I rub that in, you could definitely stop here. I am very self-conscious about my skin, especially recently. I've been pretty stressed, and so I've been falling back into the habit of picking again, so I do have some blemishes that I'm going to cover up with concealer, and then also my dark circles, so I look like I'm not quite as exhausted as I am. This is L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and I did learn that they're not cruelty-free, which sucks, but I already had this, and I don't like throwing makeup away unless it's expired, or even when it's expired, I usually still use it because I forget. So I'm just going to try to use it up and then find a better alternative like NYX or something like that, because NYX is cruelty-free and also it's pretty affordable. It's at most drugstores. Yeah, it is, I would say, a pretty good mix in terms of quality, but still getting a sort of drugstore price rather than like, you know, really fancy makeup. I've been going to Ulta a lot recently, which is a beauty supply store, and they sell hair dye, beauty stuff, and I like it because it has a mix of high-end and drugstore products, whereas Sephora is usually more high-end. Also, there's not really a Sephora near me, and there is an Ulta, so that's nice. I also would get my brows waxed at Ulta. I haven't done that in a while. And I used to get my hair done there, but actually, pro tip, they never really knew how to use a clipper because it's aimed at women. So it was also very expensive. So now I go to a sport clips place that's catered for men that does beard trims and stuff because they all know how to use clippers. And so that's how I get my undercut and side shave done. I just pointed the wrong ones, whatever. And it's done by people who actually know how to do it, which is cool. Also, it's like half the price. Okay, so I did have a little peek with my glasses while the dogs were barking, and I definitely need more concealer. This is, again, really more of a self-conscious thing for me. Also, it tends to help me not touch my face if I have makeup on, and I'm currently out of patches to put over blemishes, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. And I might have to still fix it up after this video, depending. But as I said, I really do want to make this so that if you needed to, you could just do this in bed like I am without a mirror. All right, so I'm going to skip eyebrows because my eyebrows are pretty thick and they get covered by my glasses anyway. I'm not going to do powder because I'm not really going outside. That may be a mistake. I don't know. So we're just going to go on to eyes is what I'm saying. So I did get brushes. Basically, I would normally do one color, but because I'm so down today, I'm actually going to put some pink glitter stuff on, which means I need a base shade. But if you just want to do like a neutral brown color or a single color, that's fine. Most of my teenage years, I did makeup with just one eyeshadow color. It was only recently that I learned how to do like 2 or 3 and blending, you know. So I'm gonna get this. This is from ColourPop. I don't remember the name of the palette, but it has something to do with a snake. And it's all neutrals, and I'm using the shade Python. And then I'm just gonna, by feel, again, I can't see this at all, try and put it on my lid here. This could be a mistake. I think the last time I did this, I didn't use eyeshadow at all, just eyeliner, which is probably a better idea. But as I said, I think the pink foil would look really weird if I didn't have something on my lids. So we're gonna hope that this isn't too ridiculous. And then take a fluffy blending brush and blend out, trying to keep it more, you can't really see this, trying to keep it in the outer part because I like to keep the inner corner kind of lighter, so clearer. And since I'm only using one neutral shade, I don't want to get all the brown in there. Unfortunately, I can't really tell by feel when my blending is done, so I'll just have to check. I don't know why I'm acting like part of doing this in bed is not putting my glasses on, because, well, first of all, you might be able to see, but second of all, it's not like I'm doing makeup without seeing challenge. I'm just doing a simple makeup. Oh, actually, it doesn't look that bad. Yes, okay, this blemish is just gonna be up there. That's fine. For forever, I guess. I know, like, people shouldn't judge me, and most of my students are kids anyway, but I am self-conscious of my skin. I think I'll do just a little bit more to make it look softer. Although my glasses tend to distort everything anyway, so it's really hard to see like blending work and things like that, which can be a blessing or a curse, depending. All right, I don't want to blend anymore, so we're done. This is kind of how I do makeup. So now I'm going to use the ColourPop foil shadow in the shade Bubbly. It's the Super Shock Metallic. I really like it, but I will say I'm already hitting pan, and I haven't had it for, I don't even think a month, but you can see it a little bit. But it was like $5 or less, so I can't really expect that much, you know? All right. Oh, I also got this at Ulta. I'm pretty sure everything that I'm using I got or could get at Ulta, except I have like 2 things that are Winky Lux, which I don't think they sell at Ulta. I think it's a Target thing. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to put this on the inner half of my lid to the inner corner. Just pat it on. You don't really want to rub because then it sort of blurs the color away. I have no idea how this looks, so bear with me. Then I'm just gonna load it back up. I like this better than the palette because there's not a lot of fallout, and the palette has a ton of fallout, which is just messy, obviously. All right, let's see how this looks. Oh my god, my shoulders hurt so much. My hands also really hurt, so I'm trying to do this in a way that is not involving too much movement. Oh, that actually looks pretty okay. Look at me. All right, I'm probably, why is this here? Gonna pat just a bit more. But overall, let's see if I can fit these over my cat ears. I'm quite pleased with how this is going. No, okay. I actually did a makeup look on stream once while I was waiting for a game. And it was sort of similar to this in that I couldn't see, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And maybe I'll do that again. I don't know. I'm not really a makeup artist, but I like makeup, so. All right, that's probably the best we're gonna get. Maybe I'll do just a touch more blending up here. I don't really want to touch the pink because I don't want to lose any pigmentation. So I'm just gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do now is do eyes really quickly. Well, I'm doing eyes, you know what I mean, eyeliner and mascara. Again, feel free to like cut out whatever steps. You can definitely do even more of a minimal look. Like, I would say the absolute bare minimum I would do is something for the skin. So a concealer and then mascara, I think is probably the bare minimum, and lip balm. Be sure to keep your primer and lip balm and things like that so your skin is healthy. But I feel like doing a bit more today, so. Oh god, okay, how am I gonna do this? So I'm gonna attempt, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to move the camera. There's no way in hell. All right. I noticed when I was doing my last makeup clear out, and I'm gonna put on mascara, So Extra by Winky Lux, that I tend to not finish products, and then I realized they're expired, and so I have to throw them out. So I thought, essentially, why am I buying full-size products that are more expensive if I'm not actually using them up, you know? All right, so that's eyes. Put these back on. This actually looks okay. I'm still not super satisfied with this blemish, but before we get to that, I'm gonna put on, this is also Winky Lux. It is a lip balm that's one of those, like, it adjusts to your skin with the pH thing. So this is the pink one. It has a flower inside. It's not actually this pink on the top. I think I used it once and I had pink on my lips and it just stained. So on me, it might look a bit pinker than it should, but even before that, it was still really good. And it's a lip balm, so it's actually hydrating, but it's a really nice way to give your lips just a little bit of color without doing like a full lipstick. And then finally, I'm going to use the ColourPop highlighter in the shade Guilty Pleasure. I really like this. I had been using Fenty for a while, which was super expensive. Also, it smelled weird. But Fenty was a solid highlighter and like a powder highlighter, and it was glittery, which I love glitter, believe me. I love glitter. But it kind of would just look like I had smeared glitter on my face, which doesn't really work when you're going for like, my skin is naturally glowy, you know? But yeah, it also blends better in my opinion, so I usually just put that on with my finger on my cheekbones. And this is the final look for today. I'm probably gonna do one more concealer application on my chin, just because insecurities. This is not concealer. That would be interesting, try to put mascara on it. Yeah, so I hope you all are doing well. I do apologize for not being here For a while, it's been, you know, life. But I'm hopefully gonna get back into it because I really do like making videos. Even if they're a bit more time consuming in terms of production than just streaming on Twitch, I like having more coherent topics than me just, you know, playing video games and swearing. This is my final look, but yeah, so I'll see you sometime.